Welcome to another episode of Good Advice. Ladies, are you listening? Please tell me that you're listening. Today's question is, are you happy by yourself? Or do you want that love that grandma and grandpa used to have? Here's a better question. Is that type of love even possible? Comment your thoughts under this video. Today I have a video clip of Kendra G. Yes, Kendra G giving some good advice to women. So, this is rare. I know it's rare, but what I need for you guys to do is like this video and then subscribe to the channel because I am posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So, here we go.
A lot of women, they come on my show, they describe the same guy. They want him to have money, have swag, be attractive, and all of that. Now, I might have 10 of those guys, then I have 3,000 women. So just from that type of guy, there's just not enough to go with every person. Also,
Wait a minute. She said 10 to 3,000. That means every one guy gets 300 women. I just wanted to put that in perspective. Let's continue.
Also, the things everybody's saying they want our grandma's love, like she just said, y'all don't know what grandma went through to keep that love. I would be happy by myself, taking care of myself before I tolerate your BS. So I say all that to say, if you really want to be a wife, character is all that matters. Not money, not height. Is this man going to be there for you on your dying bed? If you couldn't walk tomorrow, would he wipe your behind? Those are the only components, and that's how women will run the game again. Because we put out there, you got to be attractive, because you got to have money, those men are acting up.
Wait, did she really just say how women will run the game again? Women are already running the game. BBLs, wigs, makeup, and being naked. Like, this is what has given women access that they've never had before. Like, they're experiencing things, like they're experiencing a life of luxury that they didn't even know existed. But anyway, let's continue.
And they acting like a damn fool because they know they got so many women that want them. Just date. Like, you know, people are like, Kendra, I need a man, and the Uber driver dropped him off. Well, was the Uber driver nice? Just go for coffee, girlfriend. It's just coffee. Like, you never know, because that Uber driver might be an Uber driver, but maybe saving to make his own fleet, and maybe you're the sauce that can help him market it. A lot of marriages really are partnerships. Like, we just think the man's the head of the house, but maybe it was the woman's idea, he executed. And a lot of women who are powerhouse, I know she said you don't might want to build a man, and I get that, but you might also have no man to build. Either you can have a no man or invisible man or yourself. Like, you got to pick out of it. It's just the real talk. A lot of women, they come on.
It's the real talk. Hey, shout out to Kendra G for this one. This is a message that I definitely approve of. This is a message that will be great for women if they actually heard what she said and then understood it. For instance, when you talked about grandma's love, they first have to go find out what grandma was doing. Because I can almost guarantee you she was keeping her stomach full and his balls empty. Now, what I mean by that is she was making sure she took care of that man. She was loyal to that man. She didn't get naked for other men. She didn't get naked for all men. She got naked for her husband, her man. Right? Now, I get it. Social media has changed everything. Women have totally forgot why men are mad in the first place, or why they get frustrated, or why they're cheating. Now, here's the funny part about the cheating thing. The majority of women are doing the majority of the cheating. Yes, I said it. Women are cheating way more than men. And I mean way more. It's not even close. Now, let's get into
Why are you laughing? Okay, well send it. Tell me, like, what's going on? I'm hungry.
What the fuck you need 2 drinks for?
Because we have 2 throats. Duh.
I ain't never seen you eat that much.
Okay, I'm gonna share with my friend, and I want to share my whole meal, so I was just gonna get her own.
No, I'm not getting her. I got you.
Okay, well just still get the 2 large drinks, and just get like some fries on the side too, and I got
You're
you.
on some weird shit.
How am I on some? No, you're on some weird shit. You on some insecure shit. What the fuck?
Women never, ever, ever lie. Never do they lie.
What the fuck?
Insecure shit?
That's what I'm, yeah.
But you ain't never had friends, now you got friends.
Okay, so because I have friends now, you're mad because you don't have no friends?
I'm just saying, tell that bitch about her own food. Or tell that nigga about his own food.
Now it's okay. Now it's about a nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you broke and ain't got it anyway, so I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Close. Now let's get into the good advice. First, let me talk about the issues, right? Because I have about 2 of them. Number 1 is the men acting like a fool. Well, let's think about it. If the one man has 300 women, then how should he act? If he's the guy who won the championship, if he's in celebratory mode, if he's in, you know what, I need one woman around me, or I need just good women around me, I need women that I can just put through the mattress, how would that man act? How would you act if you were that guy, or if you were in that position? Let's rewind back. Women with wigs, BBLs, makeup, they're acting crazy. And I get it. It's because they're receiving way more attention and they're allowed way more access than they had. I know this because there were women that I've ran into who've told me now, and then they didn't mean to tell me this on purpose. Like, they didn't tell me this on purpose, but it came out of their mouths when they're basically saying, you know what? Man, I remember when nobody was paying me attention. Now all of a sudden I'm getting offers. I got social media people in my DMs like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all this attention. Guys, I've heard that so many times to the point to where I'm like, damn, the BBL, the makeup, the wigs, it definitely granted her access. Now, the other thing that I had an issue with is them not talking about how grandma kept that man. Yes, she went through and she had to tolerate what she had to tolerate, but guess what? Every man has to tolerate a woman mood swings, her being on her period, menopause, her just being crazy at certain points in times. Yes, both people have to tolerate each other. Now, let's go ahead and let's get into the good advice. Number 1, teamwork. Yes, I know, ladies, you guys don't really want to build a man up because he just might leave your ass for a woman that looks better. But here's the thing. That doesn't happen very often. You know what? I'm not even gonna act like I know that. I'm gonna just tell you guys this. Most men usually are loyal to the woman that they started their journey with because they understand that the women that are coming along their journey or at the finish line, those are women that you just enjoy. Now, if that happens to be his dream woman, if that happens to be a woman that he's just really into, then I guess things are a little bit different. But when you're working as a team, this is what gives you that love, that partnership that you're actually looking for. A man is way more willing to be in a partnership with you, although men want to be the head because he's going to get all of the responsibility if things go wrong. See, men don't really want partnerships with women because women tend to get all the credit, but they don't get any of the blame. They don't get any of the shame. All of that goes to the men. Okay.
Because every time you make me spend a lot of money, it motivates me to have to go get more money.
Yeah, because you know if you don't, I'm not gonna win.
You're not gonna be with me.
I'm not gonna be with you if you ain't got no money.
No, and that's why I thank you for motivating me to get money and spending up all my money.
Yeah, I'm gonna always do that forever until you stop. And if you stop, I'm gonna get the fuck on, you know?
Now, when you're working as a team, you can get more done and you can be more effective and more efficient. For instance, what grandma did was she made sure that grandpa did not have to do certain things. He could just focus on going to work, coming home, making sure the bills is paid, making sure everybody is financially taken care of. And when I say everybody, I'm talking about her and the children, right? There was a point in time where we all went to grandma's house for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, right? And this was the time of the year where everybody gets together and say, you know what? We need to do this more often. And sometimes people did, but guess where we all met up? We met up at grandma's house. Number two, the number two thing, and this probably should have been number one. You want to judge a man on his character. Yes, go on the date. Actually get to know the man. This is what men are complaining about. Women don't want to get to know us. Women just want to see how much money we're willing to give them, willing to spend on them. This is where all of the issues are really coming in, because if I feel like I have to pay you to be in my presence, then I probably don't really want you in my presence. I probably want to just enjoy you and see you on your way. Character comes into play, especially when you get older and you start to have health issues. For instance, Kendra G is not a young woman, right? She's close to 50, right? Or maybe she is 50 or over 50. My point is, when you're dealing with that, the surgeries, the makeup, the wigs, like, it only looks good for so long before it starts to look crazy. Like, there's a point in time where you can fool a man into believing, okay, that's really her hair. But then you get to a point to where you like, damn, ooh, that wig, you might want to go ahead and straighten it out, right? Like, there's a point in time where that happens. And I don't know if women really understand that, or know that we notice it, or notice that other people notice it, but it happens. So when I like to think about character, there's two stories that always come to my mind. I went to a jazz festival about 3 or 4 years ago, and I met a man who was in his 60s. He was in a relationship with a woman, but his first love got paralyzed from the neck down. This man left the relationship that he was in to take care of this woman who was his first love, and she just so happened to be paralyzed from the neck down. Now, to me, it was heartwarming, right? But at the same time, I was like, dang, that's kind of scandalous that he left the woman he was in a relationship with. Now, I didn't really ask him any questions. I just allowed him to express himself, because the question I asked him was, do men ever get over their first love? And that was his answer to me. I don't know if he had any problems with the woman that he was in a relationship with. I don't know if he planned on breaking up with her or whatever. But the point I'm making is that this guy went back to the woman that he fell in love with for the first time. Now, the other story that comes to mind is my barber who had a stroke. Now, his wife nursed him back to health. She made sure that she took over the bills, right? Not only did she take over the bills, but she was help wiping his ass. She was helping him put his clothes on. She was helping him get back to himself. And he said it took him about a year. And some days he's still struggling, but he did get back to barbering. He's just not barbering as much because he's still kind of recovering. So with those two stories, with those two examples, what we should have picked up on is the love that you have for the next person. Just like Jamie Foxx saying, the women who actually helped him come back to life was his daughter and his sister, right? If you guys haven't seen that stand up with Jamie Foxx, definitely go check it out. But Jamie Foxx talked about the women that actually helped him, right? Now, there's way more to that story, but I just wanted to put that in because I felt like that was great perspective. It's important for the woman to actually love the man. And the reason I'm saying that is because we live in a time where women believe that they do not have to love the man, and that the man should love them with everything that he has, meaning that it's off balance, meaning that she's taken care of. Whereas it should be, here we go again, teamwork, right? You need help, I got you. You doing this, but for some reason you can't do it. Okay, cool, I got it, right? Meaning you have roles and I have roles. This is how we go further, again, if this is what you're looking for. Now, here's the number 3 thing, and this is probably the best part of the advice that she gave to women. And I don't know if this went over women's head, but let me know down in the comments. The competition is too high. One man has 300 options. Fellas, I'm not telling you to get your life together so you have that many options, because it can definitely be overwhelming and all of them are not going to be the most attractive women in the world. Out of that 300, you may actually have, 50 to 100 of those women that are gorgeous, beautiful, just naturally, just God's gift to earth. But then you're gonna have a whole bunch of women that are phenomenal threes and fantastic fours, right? Like, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of that as well. So it's important for you to know that the competition is high. So in order to get away from that competition, because it's not going to end as long as that man has money. As long as that man has money, the competition will be high because women want that man. Now, they don't necessarily want the man, they want the lifestyle. This is why I keep saying, fellas, adapt to what's going on, because there was a time where women actually loved a man. There was a time where women didn't feel the need to show off their breasts and their butt to every single man on the planet. Now it's in reverse. Now they want to show a man how big their breasts are, how big their booties are, right? That's what they want the men to see. And then they're mad when they get treated like a piece of meat, or they feel depressed. That, to me, that's funny. But at the same time, I guess we're all animals and humans. So I guess it kind of just goes hand in hand. But being that the competition is that high, what are the chances that the woman is able to actually keep that man? Because that man is looking at her, no matter how beautiful she is, as replaceable. The reason he's looking at her as replaceable is because she's usually the woman or one of the women who met him at the finish line. Therefore, he has nothing to really be loyal to. This is why I'm hoping that women are picking up on this, but we'll see. Hopefully they pick up on it while they're young, not when they get old, because when they get old, now they need a man that's older, because he's going to look at them as a young woman compared to him. Again, fellas, adapt to what's going on. Dating has changed. Until we start seeing a lot of younger women talking like this and acting like this and holding other women accountable, it's going to be rough for us all. And again, the reason why I started this channel was because it's hard for men to see what women are doing, right? Not every man can see it, no matter what's posted on the internet, right? And thank God for the internet, because some of these things we will still be kind of confused about, not understanding what the heck is going on. But now we actually get to see what's going on. Women want the men that have the most. So I'm encouraging you to be one of those men who go out and get the most. Now, I want you to understand what the most actually is. Just think about it in numbers, right? 100,000 puts you in the top 10%. The top 10%. 200,000, 300,000. Now you're talking the top 5 or the top 1%, right? So I just want you to think in those terms. That being said, it means you're probably gonna have to have multiple streams of income. This is why it's important for you to make sure you have some kind of investments going, whether it's retirement, whether it's stocks, a stock portfolio, or whether you're figuring out how to make money on trade lines because your credit is so good. My question to you is, what do you think? Did I leave anything out, or am I tripping? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Peace.